Hi everyone, this is Just Trying to Play It, and we are back to Just Trying to Play Little Big Workshop. We continue from where we left off. We have the tables that we were trying to do. We've also got these bicycles that we wanted to finish for Bros and Biceps, mainly because when we finish those, we will then be at level 5, which will put us at level 5 with the first 3 clients here. Now, as I said before, that does not mean that we will not do any of their challenges or any of their items. We're still going to go back and probably do a few, maybe not as many as we were when we were trying to raise our reputation with them, but we will still do them. There's going to be times where, we're just going to have to fill some gaps and have people doing some work. So, like I said, right now we have these 2 projects going, and what we want to do is we want to squeeze this one in. I'm going to wait a little bit before I squeeze the coffins in because I want to try to do those at the very, very last minute before the market ends for this cycle. And mainly it's because the coffins, they only give you a day, 24 hours to do it. And I truly believe that my people can't do it in that time. So it's just, and I don't want it to interfere with the tables that we're trying to do. So I want to get those as far as possible, hopefully onto the assembly station by the time that I start having them work on the coffins. The bicycles, as you see, we have plenty of time for that. So I'm not going to be concerned about doing that on time unless I throw in 5 or 6 other contracts, which I can't see myself doing that unless I have like a brain fart or something, or temporary insanity. I don't know, but it looks like all the parts are almost ready just to assemble this table, and I'm going to try to wait until the extreme last minute to try and do the coffin. I don't have to do the coffin, but I want to at least make an attempt. But I do not want the coffin to interfere. It looks like now they're beginning to assemble the tables, so we may actually have time to try to do this. And I believe this is not using anything that the other stuff is using. It's using the straight cut. It might be using this. I don't know. I don't think we're using any of that. So that may help us as well. So let's see how close we can get. We're going to make that a priority. Let's see if our people can get this done. We may have to hire, I'm going to hire 2 more people. We may not have had to do that, but I'm going to do it anyway. I just need to make sure that we are so far behind on that coffin already. And I mean, it's understandable, but Jesus. And then our people, I don't know if it's anybody else, but our people have a tendency of just hanging out, talking to each other, sharing cups of coffee. They're buying each other coffee at the vending machine. Yeah, we're probably not going to finish that coffin. Well, I don't really... I don't know. I guess it's too many of them. Too many steps or something. I don't know. The tables are getting done, though, so that's good. I mean, I'm not too concerned about that, because it looks like we just have 1 more table to do, which should come along shortly. I think it's too much cutting for the coffins. I mean, that may be a thing, too. We may not have enough sections to... oh, we did 1. Hey. Yeah, we probably weren't gonna get that done anyway. We did 2. All right. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not too concerned with that. Hopefully, I mean, we'll get the money for it, but yeah, that's fine. I don't too much care about that. We're gonna let them finish it eventually, and then we're just going to sell off the rest. There's no market for it. It's kind of funny that he would be doing that, though. But anyway, we have 2 more points here. We don't want to use them because we want to get down to this one, so we're going to need another 2 points. We're going to have to go up another level. That's going to take a nice chunk of experience, so You know, we tend to get it not quickie, but we tend to get it quickly when we do certain, let's see. Yeah, see, he's back to normal. His reputation points aren't usually that high, so his reputation points are usually half of what his reward is. You know, give or take, give or take. You know, this one is not exactly half, but it's around that. So that's what we can expect. But if we want some higher reputation points, we can always go back to, you know, Slovakia, because he gives very good, you know, reputation points, which I believe that's probably going to be an integral, oh my God, I can't even talk. It's going to be an important, it's going to be an important part of our strategy. You know, even Crazy Steve gives decent reputation. You know, 10, 16, 20. Oh, this one is a lot. This one, I bet you it has a lot of steps, because he gives us 7 days, and usually his are not that long. So, you know, and then I want to try maybe at least doing one of everything they give us, something like that. But I know these robots will take a short period of time, so I'm going to let them go ahead and finish these coffins first, and then we're going to sell those off in the scrap, you know, market. And then we're going to go ahead and do another robot, I think. You know, and I think yeah, see, the mountain bikes also give some decent, it gives good money. The mountain bikes give a decent amount of each. So, you know, I think each client obviously has their own, you know, their own thing that they bring to the table. Crazy Steve is cheap, you know, like he says, cheap, small order, random crazy. Yes, he is. But Crazy Steve is low money, but quick production. You know, Sweatkia is good money and good reputation. And then Bros and Biceps is a little bit of, you know, it's kind of in the middle. You know, you get decent money and decent reputation. And then IncoInc is good money but low reputation. So we'll be doing stuff for him for quite some time before we can get him to level 5, because, you know, if you just look at, this is 6159, he's only at 25,875, and we got to go up to 72,900 for him. So we will be a while. But that's why I say, you know, obviously you don't forget about doing the other ones, because if you just do his all the time, he does not give you enough of them, you know, in the challenges. He doesn't give you enough challenges to just do his and only his. You know, it's like right now we've got one from him, and that's because we're level, you know, we're at the lowest level with him. So it's like, you know, we can't, you know what I mean? We can't just do only, you know, his robots and drones to make sure we hurry up and get it. That can't be the only exclusive thing we do. So, which is great, because then, you know, we can just start using other machines, doing, you know, getting more money. Now I see a coffin sitting there. I don't know why. We have a coffin left, so we're gonna scrap that for a whole $108. So let's scrap that coffin. The bicycle is getting close to, it's obviously much more than halfway done, but I don't think they're on the assembly station yet. I think we're getting there. I believe we are getting, yes we are. I think I see 2 of them getting made. I like to see that, because that tells me that we're getting close to just having only worrying about assembly. So that means, you know what that means? That means we can now do another project. And I don't know if we want to put one before this. No, we're going to do another robot. What do I like? I like this. Oh God. Did you see how many extra? Jeez. Okay, let's see. Let's do that. I'm always going to lean towards the extruder. Let's see, what kind of body do I want in this thing? Let's do that. I'm always going to lean toward the extruder because I know that it's quicker, but until I see something else that's quicker, anything that uses the extruder, that's what I'm going to use. Oh, here we go with these ugly colors again. Green is fine. Yeah, I need another. So I'm going to need another machine, huh? Yeah, I don't think I have that machine. Obviously, I don't. Let's see. Which one is the better one? This one is 100%. I don't even have to look at another one. We're going to go with this one. And what I like to do is have these along the side. So we're going to do them in 3s now because we have the money. And then I'm going to get, of course, put that right there. We're going to have to get some more decor. Might as well get a candy dispenser. I'll put that right. Yeah, I could do that. Put that right there. So we're going to spend $12,550. And while we're doing that, we're going to link these machines together. And then we're going to go back. Wow, that looks like a lot of steps, but it's not as bad as it looks. And when I first played this game, I really was discouraged by the number of steps that it said it took. You know, as you look on here and you start seeing all these steps, you're like, oh my God, that's going to take forever. I'm never going to finish this. You know, I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to do that. But then when you actually get into it, you realize and say, hey, it's not that bad. You know, it looks like more than what it really is. So, you know, we have to keep that in mind. Oh, did I have 2 of these? I didn't see it. But you have to keep that in mind. And you never really know how bad it is until you get in there and at least try to create the blueprint. And I think that was the main thing that I was not doing. I wasn't even trying. I was looking at how many steps it was showing me, and I was automatically saying, no, that's too much. You know, we're not going to be able to do that. That's too much stuff. When I didn't even, you know, try it yet. So that's another thing too. I don't like saying that something's going to be too long or it's too, you know, it's too much or too much to this without even trying. So, you know, it makes a difference, I think. You know, you have to at least, you know, there's some things that you have to try. There's other things that you don't have to try to know that it's not good for you, or, you know, that you shouldn't do it, you know, that sort of thing. But that's, I guess, you know, that's part of growing up, is realizing what those things are. But anyway, we are, let's see, this guy just fell and slipped. He just slipped and flung this piece over here. Now, if you notice, that piece will be there for a while until, you know, my hauler had to come get it and move it, which is great because the haulers really are, you know, worth it. You know, the haulers are very much worth it. And I don't know if I should do this first before I do this. I think I might. So this is 3 and this is 4. So we're going to need 7. We have 2. We're going to need 5 more. So that means we're going to have to go up at least 2 or 3 levels. Or, well, we might get some extra from going up a level with bros and biceps. I don't remember how many, if they give you, I don't remember how many reputation points you get for doing that. So I'm not even going to lie. I don't even know what we'll get. So we are finished with that, which is wonderful news. But we will find out soon, won't we? We'll find out pretty quickly here to see what we're going to get. I might need another hauler, but, you know, why get another? Oh, God, we just lost another person. Okay, so I think I'm going to put, I don't want to put it all in one spot. Man, it just went up. Just another person just ate it. And we have a phone call. Hello. Okay. So she's got this bicycle that needs to be done in 3 days, 17 hours. She'll give us another one soon. Yeah, she'll give us. She's got 2 other ones on here too. We'll see. We'll see. It'd be nice to have that money, but yeah, okay. So I'm a little concerned with now. I think I've got more people than coffee, obviously. But see, every time you put in another one of these, it takes away from, let's see. Yeah, because if I put it here, we're going to get 2 instead of the 4 that we would get. I think I'm going to limit myself to 2 of each. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that in every break room, I'm not going to do any more than 2 of each vending machine and 2 of each coffee machine. You know, you got to draw the line somewhere, because it just makes no sense to have, you know, 5 or 6 of them in one room. Now people are like dropping like flies. We're having this issue again. And it's getting bad. It's getting really bad. Okay, so it looks like we have 9. You know, I may have to I think I'm going to do another break room anyway. And I think I'm going to do it over here. So let's have our remodeling people come in here. It's not going to be big. I think that's big enough. And we're going to put the door there. So let's have them come do that. It costs us $3,900, which is not that bad. It's not really bad at all. So they'll come fix that. They'll come finish that stuff up. We've got repairs going on here. We've got this robot. So since they're already working on a robot, I think I might have them do these other 2 here. 8, 6. Okay, yeah. So let's do this one first. And I guess since this one is slightly different with the target, they're having us redo it. I hope it's not. Yeah, we're gonna hit a lot of different steps here, which, you know, it's not that bad. It is not that bad. There. Trying to save some money, so I'm trying to use some of the material. Really has never been an issue. You know, you ever notice that, like on here for a lot of this stuff, the material is not the issue. It's always the machines. It's always got to be the machines. The machines are always an issue. Whether or not you have the machine, obviously the machines and your employees are, to me, your biggest expenditure. You're going to spend more on that. But you know, how many machines you have, you know, it makes a difference, obviously. And I didn't see that, I guess. Yeah, it makes a big difference. And you have to just be cognizant of how much money you're spending. Because in a previous episode, I actually had to sell off some of my machines because I was going to go bankrupt. Had I not sold those machines, I would have gone bankrupt, and I would have had to restart from a previous save, which I don't like doing that. You know, I mean, I don't mind failing, because I know it's, you know, I mean, it's part of life. You don't always do everything right the first time, but to me, failing that drastically would have been, I would have been very upset with myself and just probably not played the game for a long time. You know, not because I would have been throwing a temper tantrum or anything like that, but, you know, just the idea of, you know, I know better. You know, it's like you know better than to, you know, do certain things. You don't, you know, stretch yourself out. And that's really what I would have been doing with, I would have had my people doing too much work. You know, I would have had them trying to do too much stuff. And obviously they can't do it, but I would have known they couldn't do it, but I would have had them doing it anyway. So it would have been really stupid for me to do that. So let's go ahead and put some stuff in the break room. You know what? Let's just start off with the 2 anyway, and let's just stop messing around with it. You know, no point of playing around with this thing anymore. We're going to put a fridge over here. They have to have some seating. We're going to have the seats there. And then, let's see, what's in the other ones that's not in here? Probably nothing. I think I covered everything. So, let's see, they've got chairs. They've got that. You know, let's put a television in here since we have so much seating. Let's put the telly right there. So we just spent an even 10 grand on this break room plus the 3,900. So roughly 14,000, which is not a problem. I mean, you know, you reinvest in your people, you reinvest in your business, you know. So I'm good with that. You know, we're still at 166,000, which is great. We have 2 projects going on that'll bring us some decent money. Won't bring us a lot of reputation, but it'll bring us some decent money at the very minimum. So we move time on, we let our people go ahead, we've got all of our stuff set up. And I guess, you know, for my purposes, I'm going to try to have the break rooms in different areas, obviously, because you don't want them having to walk clear across the factory just to go to the break room. You want one close to where they are. So, I mean, there may end up being one. Can I buy this land over here? No, I don't think I can. I might. But if I've got one over here, if I got some land over here, I may actually buy, you know, maybe buy some of this land and put a break room over here too. So, you know, just so it can be everywhere. Let me see. Did I hear something that sounded like it needed repair? No. You know, because right now I can't have them automatically repair stuff. We're already at 5 of these. I love the way these things look. Let's zoom in and just get a really good picture of that. That is so cool. I mean, I absolutely love these things. I think they came up with a really good, you know, I mean, it's a cute concept, obviously, but some of the things you can make, like the robots, they're exciting to see, like, them come together, you know. And then, I mean, they're hovering, for God's sake. They're, like, just hovering right there. So it's like, this, you know, it's just cool to me. It's just really cool to see stuff like that, you know, in a game concept, you know. So we're almost done with these. We have one more to do. So it's probably over here being tested, and there it is right there. It's ready. We're going to deliver it. Let's see what else we can do in the meantime. Now we have one more robot that we can, oh, this one pays pretty good. I mean, all of them pay well. This one's 10,000, that one's 12. This one might be a little more involved. We could do this right now and see. I might wait on that. This one doesn't give us much. This one gives a little bit. This one's okay. I mean, it gives just excellent reputation points, though. Let's get this robot done to a certain point. Okay, we got our experience for him, which, like I said, he is going to take a while. So it's best to just do as many of his as possible at the same time. But the good thing about his is that his really are very quick. They're faster than you think. Let's just put it that way. Because you see how far ahead we are on this thing. You know, we got 5 days, 22 hours left. We had 8 days, 6 hours. I mean, only because we had other stuff to do before his. His is usually fast. I want to say his usually take half the time, if not, a little bit less than half, But still, it does not take as long as he gives, which that's what I like about him. He gives you more time. So let's look on the research table and see what other things we probably want to get. Market manipulation, don't think so. We already have delayed transport. Anything that's highlighted like this, we already have. So definitely, we were looking at the employee cap number 2. We definitely want to get that. The internship program really wasn't all that important to me. It may be one of the last things that I actually get. The service routine is going to be important to me eventually, but that's in the last tier. So we have to complete the gold milestone first, which we will eventually. And let's see, we've got 7 people just sitting around, 5 people sitting around. So let's find another thing. Let's have them do this other bot. I'm gonna do the, oh God. I mean, it's just funny how that pops up. Let's see. What do we want to do here? I love what they give you to choose from. I just don't want to pick the first thing all the time. But I don't want to pick something that's going to take forever. But you won't know until you pick it. So definitely that. And let's do this little one because I don't like that other one. Let's look in here. Let's do that. Then that extruder. And like I said, I usually migrate to anything that involves the extruder because that normally takes the least amount of time. And even though I want the items to look good, we're going to hit the quality level that they want. We're going to hit the target. That's usually not an option. I wouldn't say not an option. It's usually not a problem. It usually does not happen to where we can't hit the target. But how fast can we hit the target is what I'm mostly concerned about. I don't want to hit the target and it looks like we're going to be working until the last minute to try to get it. I want to make sure that we are well ahead of our targeted time frame. And I think for the most part, we usually are. But there's always something. And I'm beginning to think that maybe we need to add a couple of machines here. Because we started off getting mainly 2 of the different types of machine other than the assembly machines. And I think now 2 may not be enough. But if we only have 2 machines right now for each, well, almost each type, I think that's helping us stay within the 20 employee range. So I'm not going to necessarily get a few more machines yet. But I am thinking about definitely getting them soon. So we can go ahead and add that to the list. I usually only do, at this stage of my factory, I usually only do, I want to say 3 projects. Did somebody just drop again? How? Did they not make it? I've got 28 cups available. Where? I don't see anybody. I think they lied to me. I don't see anyone unless they're kind of over here-ish. Because you know they wander off sometimes. I don't see anyone. I mean, he's about to drop. So get your butt in there and get something to drink. Yeah. Don't start that mess. Okay. So here we are. Our revenue is up again. We're at 11. We're going to fluctuate there. So I'm not concerned about that. We're at 7 as far as net worth. So that's fine. We're getting there. You know, we're creeping up pretty good. You know, so that's cool. Then we got some workers that have gone up. That's great. Let's look at our. I don't care about this really. I mean, I should, but I really don't, because I already know that that's gonna change. Obviously, you know, as we're making stuff, it's gonna change. We don't have too many people idle right now, so I'm not too concerned. Sometimes, you know, my haulers are the ones just sitting there. I think they take more breaks than anybody else, I swear. You know, you always catch them sitting over here having a drink or something and, you know, just hanging out. You know, like, look at this dude. He's walking around just having his little coffee. You know, maybe hot chocolate. He's eating a sandwich. I wonder what was on that sandwich. It looked kind of good, really. He's just, you know, look at him. Just walking around in circles, just having a little sip, you know. This dude doing the same thing. Sit down. You know, it's like, why walk around and drink? Sit your butt down. You know, but hey, it's what they like to do. It's what they like to do, right? Look, they wave. I like that. I think that's the cutest thing too. I think that's great how they have them interact with each other. You know, now she's gonna have a sandwich. See, she says that. That's what I'm talking about. Sit your butt down. What is going on with you, dude? I wonder what kind of stuff. Looks like sun chips in there. You know, I don't know what they're eating. That looks like, you know, I don't know what they're eating here, but she's having a great time. She's dancing. She's having her sandwich. That sandwich looks really good. She's happy. She's a happy employee, and we like happy employees. We do. We really like happy employees. Okay, so let's go ahead and fast move time on a bit. Let's get this bad boy done. And let's look and see what we might want to do sooner or later. Okay, so I think I think the main thing is every time they give us something for the IncoInc, I think we're going to try to grab the majority of them, if not all of them. And I think, I mean, it makes sense because usually we're already doing them. So we might as well go ahead and do the other ones that they give us. It sounds like something might need to be repaired. Let's check. I thought I heard something here. No, maybe I just heard them using one of the machines. But like I said, I think it's a good idea to try and use, like here, we're already doing 2 of them. We're doing this one with these attributes, 41, 48, 24. And now he wants 55, 57, 17. I think we've already surpassed those attributes. But I don't remember if they have you redo it every time. I think they do. You know, provided that I don't think the attributes last time were as good or whatever. This one is the same thing. You know, we've hit these attributes all around. So we're going to end up just doing the exact same thing, which, yes, that makes this a lot easier to do than the other one. Because the other one, we have to do a whole new plan because maybe one of the attributes is not correct. But that's fine because, as you saw, it does not take much for you to just go ahead and create the blueprint for it. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and let this first robot contract at the top finish. We got one more to do for it. We're well ahead of our schedule. Well ahead of schedule. Okay, that's done. We're going to let that deliver. And while that's doing that, let's see, this is 8 days, 10 hours, 7 days, 17 hours. We're going to take on both of these, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take on both of these other ones. Let's see, we've loaded this. Where are you going? See, that's what gets me too. It's like these guys come, drop, leave their truck, wander off, go looking at stuff, hanging out. You know, you could carry some of that too, you know. Let's see, how many guys do we have going here? 3. 3's fine. Get out of the truck. Let that man drive off. He's reading some papers and stuff. Okay, so we've got that. That's great. It's not going to raise any levels yet, but we're fine with that. So, okay. He's done. So I think what we're going to do is, since this one is giving us, the deadline is less time, we may finish it in a lot more time. We're going to let this one go below the 7 days and 17 hours. Because I want them to finish this one first, then that one. And then we're going to add that other one. Because I don't want to flip all kinds of stuff around. I just want to put them in order. You know, I want them to just be in the order that they're in. Now, yeah, I can easily, you know, just put the other one in front of this one or something. But, you know, I just want them to get a little further ahead. They're more than 50% ahead on this one. So now I can go ahead and get this one added to the queue. And let's see, last time we did these, I'm going to do these this time. Just because I can, and just because I want to. And let's see, which one? I think I used this last time. We're going to use that. And like I said, I'm not one to really be too concerned about, did I use this last time or this one? We're going to use this one anyway. I'm not really too concerned about what things look like. But in this case, like I said, I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over, because then I'll get uninterested, and we don't want that. We don't want that at all. Okay, so now I got to use this. That's fine. See, this one's going to look pretty sleek. It looks a lot different. And usually, it's this part, the robotitude. Is that even a word? We probably should look that up. But it's this part that, because it's changed slightly, you know, that's usually what we're trying to, you know, fix. That's why we have to do a new blueprint. Because the other stuff usually is just the same. You know, it does not usually change, or we've surpassed it on a previous blueprint. So, you know, it makes sense. So, okay, we are doing, let's see, I thought I did that. I keep forgetting to grab all of those. There's another one there. I really need to, yeah, there's another one. I didn't scroll down to see that those were there, but it's fine. You know, it's not gonna hurt anything. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so here, let's try and get all of these. And then, like I said, when you really look at these, there's not really that many steps. It looks like a lot of steps, but it really isn't that many steps. You know, it's just a matter of, you know, like this should be done quick. You know, all of these, if you have the right machine, they're all done fairly quickly. So it's not like, you know, you're gonna have all of this stuff going on at the same time, unless you're doing too much. But, you know, you've only got to make 7 of them. You don't have to make 20 or 15 or something like that. Then you're really going to take some time. But according to this is not even going to take 2 days, you know, with everything. But because there's some stuff in front of it in the queue, we want to make sure that we can get it, you know, done in time. So that's that one set up. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to set up one more, and then we're going to end the episode. And basically, let's get the materials in. It's the same type of materials. which, you know, did he flip those over there? Did he get mad? Maybe I need another hauler. Yeah, we're gonna get another hauler. We only have 2, so let's get the third guy. He has a lovely beard. Looks like a dark Santa Claus. I love the way that they have these guys looking. Like, he's got a headset on. He's got, you know, the nice receding hairline thing going here. He's got a hat. He's got lovely hair. I mean, I love the way that all of these guys look. You know, they're just different. You know, I love the diversity on here. I absolutely love it. I think it's absolutely great. You know, everyone looks different. You're not watching the same little thing run around all the time, you know. You're watching, you know, like different, I mean, they may have the same color hair, but they're not the same person, you know. It's pretty cool what they've done with this game, I think. I mean, and there's probably more that they're going to do. At least I hope it is. Because there's some things that, like a gnome. Okay, there's one guy who kept appearing over there. They're probably back here. I only see one in the front, but we'll get him first. Let's put it here. Okay. Sometimes when you do that before you see them, they just so happen to be there. And what you want to do is you want to look around and see if you see any debris. Because normally, sometimes when they pop up, they drop something. Like, you know, a piece of the earth or whatever comes out. So, you just have to be on the lookout. I can't, there's one. There, over here. So we're gonna move this thing. This time there's only 3 of them. We've gotten one. We have one already. So yeah, there's one guy here, and unfortunately, there's the other guy. So they're gonna be a little spread out. What? Well, yeah, I don't care. Hurry up and bring the thing. I hate when it takes that long. Okay. Got him. Got him. There we go. So that's done. I'm glad that went quicker. Because I kind of hate that one, but it's a good challenge too. So we are now beginning to make these mini bots. So yeah, I think it is time to add these onto the plan. We're going to add those. We're going to get the materials in. Get all the materials in. And I think we're going to raise this and say we're going to let 4 workers be on there. So that we can give the driver a little more help. Oh, he put that over there. I thought dude flipped it out. He put it over there. What are we doing? Oh, they're coming to get the machine. I forgot all about it. Get out of the truck. Okay, so you know what? We're going to watch this first mini bot finish. And then we're going to end the episode there. But, you know, as I said, if you enjoy watching this, if you enjoy games like this, because I do. I love business-related games. I love games where you're making money, you're producing something, you're selling something, whatever it is. You know, you're making money, you're putting it back into your, you know, company or your character or whatever. You're, you know, helping the community like Stardew Valley. They do that. Farmers Dynasty, Lumberjacks Dynasty. If you've seen my Lumberjacks Dynasty series, I'm doing that one. I love that game. You know, yes, it's slower because there's so many things to do, and like it just came out in early access maybe a couple months ago, maybe 3 months ago. But I do like the concept of that game. You know, I like the concept of games like that, period. So yeah, I think it's great. I think they're wonderful. They're really good games. Okay, this one is another one. So I think what we're going to do right now, we've gotten pretty far. I think, we're still at $169,000, dollars. Well, $189,000 now that we've sold all of that. We're looking good here. We're in the green, which I like, and we're also making money here. Well, according to this, we have a low daily average, but like I said, I don't care about that. I don't pay attention to it. If you pay attention to these numbers too much and you try to, fix every little thing, then you'll run yourself ragged. So I try to fix things overall. Am I making enough product? Do I have things in the pipeline that'll bring me some more money? Am I making a profit? That sort of thing. I just, every time I do something, I want to make sure I'm making a profit. That's all I care about. If I'm making a profit each time, then I feel like I can't go wrong. But with that, I'm going to end the episode here. I thank you guys for watching it, and please leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see other videos, or if you want to know when other videos are coming, what I'm doing. Once again, this is just trying to play it, and I hope to see you on the next video.